Well, the Prune Packers are winners of 6 of 7 in the past week, but the Rogues are coming in on a hot streak. 7 games won. They're yet to lose in July. It's going to be an excellent game. Game 1 of a 2-game series here in Healdsburg. The Packers and the Rogues, first versus second in the PEL, a game with major implications. We welcome you in to the Clarence Runavera Grandstand here at beautiful Recreation Park. Hugo Traverso alongside Easton Stockford. We'll get into the pregame promo and lineups when we come back from the national anthem. Take it away, CC Brenner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Well, welcome fans here, Recreation Park. Beautiful day. It's a scorcher, though, here in Healdsburg. Currently 96 degrees. In a bit of a heat advisory here. Going to be a very exciting game. Hugo Traverso alongside Easton Stockford. Let's jump into the starting lineup for the visiting Medford Rogues. Jonathan Walsh leads off in left field. He's followed by Logan Macy at shortstop, batting second. Kian Sanchez gets the power alley started at third. Batting cleanup, Chris Ortiz behind the plate. Chance Flores bats fifth, playing first base. Evan Saido's been one of the best players in the PEL so far, plays in center field, batting sixth. Batting seventh, Ethan Swenson, the designated hitter. The right fielder, Max Chavasteri, bats eighth, and then batting ninth, Travis Finney at second baseman. Slade Moore on the mound for the Packers. Defensively, it'll be Moore, and Martinez is the battery mates. Matthew Austinford at first, Brendan Lewis at second, Cade Campbell at third, and Matt Mansberry at short. Left to right in the outfield, Cannon Golden, Rex Watson, Zane Kelly. Easton, what are you looking for this 2-game series, and more importantly for this game right here?
Well, it's really going to come down to who wants it more, Hugo. You look at this Rogues team, nothing really jumps off the page at you too much. They don't hit a lot of home runs. They've only hit 10 this year. They hit well for average, but nothing out of this world. But the main thing that this Rogue team does is they find a way to win. They always find a way to win games. Packers are really going to have to bear down and try and scrap their way to a couple wins in this series because it is not going to be easy against this Rogues team.
Well, Slade Moore will start on the mound, the southpaw from Michigan. Moore has become a regular starter in this Packers rotation. This year he's been excellent. 2.25 ERA in 5 starts, 16 innings pitched, 23 strikeouts, only 6 walks. Moore sets up here against Walsh. Kicks and delivers. That one's low and inside, 1-0. First pitch comes in at 6:01. Walsh, right-handed batter, looking to get things started here for the Rogues. Moore, the delivery. That one's in there, called strike. 1-1. That one comes in on the inside part of the zone. 1-1 here. Moore sets up and deals. Check swing, doesn't matter. It's in there again, painting the inside black. 1-2.
It's been a common notion this season that whenever the Packer pitchers just simply find the zone, they have the most success.
The 1-2 is fouled straight back. Count remains there.
Seems obvious, but swing and miss stuff comes when they're able to get batters looking one way and throw it the other, but stay in the zone and put pressure on the hitters.
Moore kicks and delivers, and that's a breaking ball way outside. 2-2. Walsh coming into this game has been the regular leadoff man for the Rogues, batting .271 on the year. He's got 2 triples to go with it, 13 walks in 70 at-bats. 2-2 on the way. High fastball swung on and hit into deep right center field. It'll get down. Cut off there by Zane Kelly, and he'll be held to a single. So a leadoff single here for Walsh, and the Rogues are in business.
And that's a good start for the Rogues. Really good 2-strike at-bat there from Jonathan Walsh. A good approach there to just keep his hands inside, work with what he got, and put a really good swing on that one.
Well, here comes Logan Macy. Macy, the junior infielder, he's batting .250 coming into this one. Moore with the runner on first, kicks and deals. Big swing and a miss on the fastball there, 0-1. Moore in his last start, which came about a week ago against Humboldt, 3 innings pitched, 1 hit, 1 run. That is earned, no walks, 4 strikeouts. So he's been dialed in as of recent. 0-1 on the way. Catches the inside part of the plate, 0-2.
Good job by Moore to get ahead in the count here, but caught a little too much plate ahead with 2 strikes against Walsh. Has to miss out of the zone here. Can't miss inside of the zone.
0-2 on the way from Moore, and it's a high breaking ball that Macy spits on, and count moves to 1-2. Macy from the Cumberlands University. Anytime I think of the Cumberlands, I think of that legendary Georgia Cumberlands college football game. The 1-2 on the way, swung on and popped up into deep center field. Over on it is Watson. He ranges to his left and makes the catch, 1 down. And now it'll bring up Kian Sanchez. Speaking of that Cumberland's Georgia game, Easton, do you know the final score of that game?
No.
I know it was from like the 1800s, but a lot of ESPN brings it up every year to just, continue talking about SEC dominance. But the final score was Georgia 222, Cumberland 0. Here comes Kian Sanchez. First pitch on the way from Moore is a breaking ball that falls right into the zone, 0-1. Sanchez, he's climbed into the average leaders for the PEL, batting .435 in 16 games. Moore on the 0-1, kicks and delivers. High and inside fastball catches the top part of the zone, 0-2.
Important thing to note today as well is this is the first road game the Rogues have played this year, and it's a travel day for them. Straight off the bus, it's a 6-hour drive out here to Healdsburg, and that certainly could play a factor.
0-2 is inside, 1-2. It was actually Georgia Tech who beat Cumberland 222-0. Apologize, Yellow Jackets fans. One, two, one down, runner on first here. Nothing ball game in the top of the first. The pitch from Moore, breaking ball. Sanchez went to offer at it, but it is just outside as he lays off of that one, 2-2. Rogues looking to stay on this roll on a 7-game win streak. Moore delivers. This one is swung on in line down the left field line and foul. 2-2.
Good battle here. Some good at-bats early in this game from the Rogues. They've had 2 strikes on them in all 3 at-bats, but have found a way to extend and Trying to get on base here is Sanchez now.
Check over to first, nothing doing. Already getting underway in Solano, the Mudcats taking on the Potters. That one started about an hour and a half ago. 14-0, the Potters lead it after 3. 2-2 now. Moore sets, kicks and fires, and he caught him at the bottom of the zone. Sanchez is sat down on strikes. 2 down.
And just a good pitch there by Moore. Kept it down in the zone with 1 out. You have the runner on first. You don't want to give him anything up that he can elevate. So really good at-bat there from Slade Moore to just keep everything below the belt. Try and get a ground ball double play and ends up with a strikeout. Win-win situation when you execute your pitches like that.
Well, here we go. Chris Ortiz coming to the plate. The pitch swung on and popped up. First base side, and it'll fall out of play. Foul ball. 0-1 now to Ortiz. Catcher out of Stanislaus State University. Teammates with Packer intern Eli Hancock. A lot of Stanislaus State guys on this team. 0-1. Moore kicks and fires, and that's a fastball way outside, 1-1. Chance Flores waits on deck. Out of Vancouver, Washington. One of the few non-California guys on this Rogues roster. 1-1. Breaking ball is just off the outside part of the zone, 2-1. Funny enough, few of these guys are actually from Oregon. About this point, I count 3. 2-1, Moore kicks and fires. Big swing and a miss, high fastball. And Ortiz goes after it, 2-2. Ortiz now stands in. Moore trying to get out of the inning cleanly after giving up an opening single. Here's the pitch. Fastball's inside. Runner goes. Throw down to second is in time. Trey Martinez showing off the arm. And down go the Rogues. Jonathan Walsh caught stealing. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Clean first inning for the Pack. 0-0 when we come back. Welcome back. Bottom of the first inning, set to get underway here. Rex Watson leads off for the Packers in center field. Cannon Golden bats second in left field. Cade Campbell, the third baseman, bats third. Cleanup goes to Trey Martinez, the catcher. Zane Kelly, who's had a nice power bat, is out in right field batting fifth. J.C. Osorio-Agard, the home run king in the PEL, is the designated hitter. He bats sixth. Seventh is Matt Ossenford at first. Batting eighth, Matt Mansberry, the shortstop, and rounding out the lineup, one of the best 9 hitters in all of college baseball, Brendan Lewis. Man on the mound is Tristan Ainsworth, 6'7" right-hander in the transfer portal, spent last year at Delta College. Ainsworth has a 6.17 ERA this year for the Rogues. Last time faced the Packers was Sunday June 28th, and he had a clean, efficient inning. 1 inning, nothing else of note. So Watson will get set to go here. Packer order, you know, Easton, we were talking about a little bit last week. The back of the order has been so good, and it's set to be great again. Osario Agard hitting in the 6th, and Mansberry in the 8th, and Lewis in the 9th. Do you think the Packers can really break out early here?
Yeah, I do, especially when you look at the man who's stepping in right now and the guy right behind him. Great guys to set the table. Rex Watson's batting .600 this year, granted in a limited sample size, but he's been outstanding. And once you get him on, if you can get Cannon Golden on, you have the 2 fastest players on the team on base. And you got the power alley coming up. Cade Campbell's been clutch all year long. Trey Martinez hit really well in the cleanup spot the other night. So this is an appetizing lineup if you're a Packer fan.
Yeah, especially after the draft happened and everything after that. First pitch from Ainsworth is low there to Watson, 1-0. Of course, the draft poached Hideki Prather from this roster. Prather is still here, along with Jake McCoy. 1-0 now. The pitch on the way. Fastball swung on and fouled straight back, 1-1. Prather cheering on the Packers today. Great to see him here, drafted by the Twins in the 17th round of the draft. Still a question on whether or not he will sign. Still has a year of eligibility over at Cal. 1-1 on the way. That one skips in the dirt, 2-1. So far, Watson, short sample size, but 7 games, 19 at-bats, a .474 batting average, and a 1,400-plus OPS, the best in the league. Unfortunately, he hasn't played 15 games, so he doesn't qualify, but unreal so far for his start. The Chanticleer waits. The pitch, this one swung on and fouled straight back again, 1-2. Seven Packers were drafted on Sunday between rounds 5 and rounds 20. Watson waits. Ainsworth sets. Kicks and delivers. That one's way inside and actually behind Watson. He's narrowly able to get it out of the way of it. Had to stand up straight there. (3-2) now. Watson, Manteca native, waits. The 3-2 from Ainsworth is swung on and tapped right back to the mound. Picked up by Ainsworth. Throw to first is there for out number 1.
Not a bad at-bat there from Watson to fight it back to 3-2. Some good discipline. Just didn't quite get anything on that one, but seeing a very high arm slot first time through the order could be a little difficult. And it's been a common theme this year for the Packers to struggle in that first time through and then kind of break through second time through the lineup when they've seen some more pitches.
Pitch to Golden is swung on and crushed foul down the left field line. It'll find its way into the bullpen. 0-1 here to Golden. Golden also has had himself a strong start to the summer, and as of recent, started last week batting .290, and now he's up to .341 with 3 extra base hits. He's been reliable for the Packers. He's got a triple on the year, a lot of speed. One of the top base stealers in the PEL. The first pitch, the 0-1 rather, is upstairs, 1-1 now. Golden 9 stolen bases, tied for the lead on the team with Matthew Mansberry. Packers 61 on the year. 1-1 to Golden, the pitch. Fastball's upstairs, 2-1. Packers, much like the Rogues in the top of the first inning, have done a great job of battling here in these opening at-bats. 2-1 stands the count as Ainsworth sets up. He kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Fastball gets Golden to go. Tops out around 93. Count moves to 2-2.
Yeah, and with Jake McCoy no longer able to play with the team, I would imagine Cannon Golden, who's been in and out of the lineup a little bit, gets a lot more looks here down the stretch of this season.
Yeah, all of the outfielders, I think him, Watson, Morrow, the pitch is way inside at the feet. 3-2 now. Payoff pitch on the way as Ainsworth sets up here. Kicks and delivers, and it's a fastball outside and Golden walks. Great battle there for Golden. Gives us a chance to look at the Medford defense. Tristan Ainsworth is the man on the mound. Chris Ortiz, his battery mate. Chance Flores at first. Travis Finney at second. Kyan Sanchez at third. Logan Macy at short. Left to right in the outfield, Jonathan Walsh, Evan Sato, and Max Shabasteri. Cade Campbell now at the plate. The pitch on the way is a high fastball. Campbell lays off of it, 1-0. Campbell, he's climbed the average rankings and OPS rankings in the PEL. Now batting .385 this year. Going to go with it. A 1174 OPS. Pitch is in the dirt, 2-0. Campbell, 5 homers, 12 extra base hits. He's been stellar for the Pack. He was a nightmare for the Rogues up in the Rogue Valley in late June. Ainsworth the 2-0. Fastball's way upstairs, 3-0. He called that a strike.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, look in on the hands there. But all right. 2-1 on the way here for Ainsworth. That one's just outside there. 3-1. Now. Campbell waits. Ainsworth, the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Campbell walks. So back-to-back walks means runners on first and second here. And we're going to have a mound visit. Pitching coach is going to come out and talk with Ainsworth before Trey Martinez, who comes up to the plate. Martinez hit his first homer of the year up in Medford, and we're wishing the best for him right now.
Not a bad guy to have at the plate. Batting .340 this year. 19 hits, 14 RBIs. He's also drawn 9 walks. And Zane Kelly waiting on deck, who has some serious power. Any way to reach base here would be a good one for Martinez.
We're down right now. I don't know what the hell just happened. Okay, we're back. Apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Anyways, you haven't missed anything. Ainsworth, mound visit is over. He will face Trey Martinez. Ainsworth sets up now. Runners on first and second here. The pitch swung on and popped up into foul territory. Over on it is a crew of Rogues, and almost making the catch is the third baseman, Sanchez, but it falls. And that right next to the dugout.
That's a tough play there for anyone. I mean, that like left center side-ish of the backstop stretches back a little further than everything else, and you get the wind blowing a little bit. That's a long run. And with it backspinning, tough play for the catcher, and with how long of a run it is, tough play there for Sanchez.
Yeah, wind blowing in here at Rec Park.
Been blowing out for about a month straight. I'll switch back as it was at the start of the season, straight in from left field.
0-1 on the way is a breaking ball way outside there, 1-1.
is a hot one, though. Wind's not blowing too hard. Ball's sure set to carry a lot if anyone gets a piece of one out here with the heat.
One on the way. Skips in the dirt, 2-1. Packers didn't have a homer because the wind was blowing in from left field. It takes a lot to send one out when that wind is blowing so heavily in. Dust Bowl actually happening over by the dugout. Here comes Zane Kelly, left-handed bat. Maybe a little bit of hope here. First pitch is found straight back into the screen, 0-1.
This is a big spot early in this game for Kelly. He's putting in a lot of work before the game. He was in the cages for quite a while after batting practice, just trying to tweak a few things.
I've been in a bit of a micro slump here as of recent. 0-1 to Kelly. Ainsworth checks on the runner at second. He creeps away. The pitch swung on and popped up. In on the infield, into foul ground it goes. Over on it is the catcher, Ortiz, and he'll watch it just fall right onto the top of that Rogues dugout. So we will come set again, 0-2 rather.
Just got to settle down here if you're Kelly. Simplify. You just need a base hit. It's going to have to be station to station tonight from the Packers. Can't expect a win with a plethora of long balls. Just have to try and muster across some runs and let the defense do its work.
0-2, 2 down now. Ainsworth trying to get out of the inning. Load of pitches fired in so far. Here's pitch 22. This one is swung on and hit well, but right into center field, getting knocked down by the wind, blown all the way back in, and coming in and making the catch is Sato, and that'll end the inning. So the Packers threaten, but they don't score. 0-0 when we come back. Well, welcome back. Chris Ortiz will lead things off. He got himself into a 2-strike count before Jonathan Walsh was thrown out trying to advance to second. So Ortiz will lead off the inning here. It'll be the 4, 5, and the 6 for the Rogues. It'll be Ortiz, Flores, and Sato. Slade Moore, the southpaw, back for his second inning of work. The pitch here. That one's just outside on the fastball, 1-0. Packers pitching staff really needing to stand out here. Here's the pitch. Swung on and lined into left field for a leadoff base hit there for Chris Ortiz. Second leadoff base hit of the game for the Rogues, as Chance Flores will come to the plate.
These are optimal conditions for the Rogues here with that wind blowing in. They're not a powerful team, but they just hit for contact and hit for average so well. They keep the ball down. Imagine that plays right into what they want here for a matchup against a long ball team like the Pack.
First pitch is in there for a called strike, 0-1 to Chance Flores. Flores on the year. The 0-1 is a big swing and a miss, 0-2. Flores batting 182 on the year in 5 games played, so a new Rogue. Doesn't have a Rogue's helmet on. The 0-2 is swung on and fouled off. Flores is at Lynn Benton Community College. He's from Vancouver, Washington. 0-2, Moore kicks and delivers, and that's a fastball outside. 1-2.
The Rogues have fallen behind most counts. Moore's done a good job getting ahead, but just real patient, real disciplined at bats from the Rogues.
1-2, check over to first. Did he get him? No siree, says the first base umpire.
He's going to get someone with that move today. Lefty, really good move. Someone cheats a little bit. He's almost gotten 2 guys with it.
1-2 on the way, swung on and hit well. Deep center field, back on it is Golden. He'll stand up, come in, make the catch. And returning back to first will be Ortiz. Flores got all of that one and more, but with the wind blowing in, couldn't elevate it for much further than just a regular routine flyout. As now here comes Evan Sato. Sato so far this year has been excellent on the base pass. He's batting .351 and currently leads the league in stolen bases, 24 bags stolen.
Gate came open out there in right center field. Rex Watson had to go out there and close it.
Really with the wind here, just blowing so aggressively in. Here's the pitch, breaking ball is high and outside, 1-0. Moore shakes off Martinez, now comes set. 1-0 on the way. Breaking ball is in there, called strike. Is able to paint the outer half. 1-1. Moore standing 6'1" this year at a 3-0 record at Michigan. 1-1 on the way. Swing and a miss. Blows the fastball right past him. 1-2. His mom, Sarah, was a Chippewa at Central Michigan University. Ran track and field there. Moore delivers. That's upstairs. 2-2. So now the 2-2 on the way. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss. Second strikeout of the game for Slade Moore. 2 down now. And here comes Ethan Swenson. Swenson, only 2 games this year with the Rogues. He's batting .500. Should mention that the Rogues don't have statistics for every game they've played this year, missing statistics on 3 games. Their most recent 2 in their July 4th game against the Peloteros. Here's the first offering. This one is swung on and popped foul down the right field line and out of play into the Rogues bullpen. 0-1 here. Swenson, a tall right-handed hitter. Stands at 6'7" from Central Washington. The pitch, big swing and a miss, 0-2.
Slade Moore has just done such an excellent job to get ahead of count so far in this game. It's made things a lot easier for him. He gave up leadoff singles in both innings, but it's just done such smooth work out there.
And something that Zach Surup did last week, and it led to him getting the win. Here's the pitch. This one swung on and fouled straight off the, I think, did that go off the helmet of the man on deck?
No, it went off the pole of the fencing.
Oh my goodness, ricocheted quickly back into the field of play. Oh and 2 now. It remains to Swenson. Deep breath, the 0-2 offering is upstairs and outside, 1-2. Travis Finney, the 9-hitter who is currently in the hole. He's from Melbourne, Australia, currently playing at South Dakota State University. A lot of Australians actually coming to play on the Pacific Coast this year. The 1-2 is swung on and belted. Deep right field. Back on it is Kelly, ranging towards the track and making the catch. This side is retired. So a leadoff base hit yet again leads to nothing for the Rogues. 0-0 when we return. Well, welcome back, and it's the return of the man, JC Osorio-Agard, the incoming Hawaii Rainbow Warrior, is back for the Pack here. Brief 4-game hiatus. And he's back coming to the plate. Packers weren't sure if he was going to get drafted. Had himself quite the performances with the wood bat the past couple summers. Going to be a steal for an MLB team next year. Here's the pitch on the way from Ainsworth, and this one is lined into the 5-6 hole and into left field. A leadoff single for the Pack, their first hit of the ball game. And here comes the back half of this order, Easton.
Yeah, and JC Osorio-Agard has just been a guy that's been able to do whatever the Packers have needed him to. And as a leadoff guy there, he gets a single. When there's runners on, he drives them in. When they need a home run, he hits it. He's probably been the MVP of this team so far through the first 3/4 of the year.
He was arguably the MVP of last year's team with 12 bombs. He's currently batting .326. That'll bump up after that single. Here's the first offering to Matthew Austin-Fort, and he's out in front of that one, but slashes it foul down the left field line. 0-1.
Matthew Austin-Fort might have the best odds of hitting a home run out of anyone in this game today. He's a lefty, so He's not exactly hitting into the wind. It's going to push it a little bit to the right, but definitely a little more favorable to right field today.
Osario Guard creeps away from first. The pitch from Ainsworth is low in the dirt there, 1-1. Yeah, Austin Fort currently 5 homers so far. '27 games this year. He's batting .266. They're looking for some big power out of him right here. 1-1 on the way. That one is inside again. 2-1. Austin Fort, though, despite that .266 average, is slugging .557, so he's good at putting the ball in play. 2-1 now on the way from Ainsworth. Is upstairs 3-1 and a buffet count here for Austin Fort. He'll set up here on the 3-1. Ainsworth checks on the runner at first. The pitch swung on and grounded high to first. Fielded by Flores for one. On to second for one. Back to first. In time double play. So a rare 3-4-3 twin killing. 3-6-3 rather. And that will just take the air out of your sails if you're the Packers. Tough one there.
This is a team that's been very good with 2 outs in recent games. I've had a number of 2-out rallies and you could almost say quadruple leadoff looking at this lineup. Your 4 fastest players are 8, 9, 1, and 2.
Yeah, Brendan Lewis on deck. Shout out his grandparents are watching from San Diego. Hopefully he can hit a slam tonight. Here's the pitch. That one's in the dirt. Matthew Mansberry quickly up 2-0. Ainsworth sets up with 2 down, nobody on. The pitch on the way, swung on and lined the other way into right center field. Coming in on it and making the catch is Shabasteri, and we'll be right back with the top of the third. 0-0 after 2.
Welcome back. Top of the third inning here. 0-0 game. Early makings of a pitcher's duel. Only 3 hits between the 2 teams. As Martinez fires down to second. We are ready to go here. It's Max Shabasteri leading things off. The right fielder getting his first at-bat of the ball game. Travis Finney awaits on deck, and then the lineup will turn over. Back to the top for Jonathan Walsh. Ready to go for his third inning is Slade Moore. He'll kick and fire. That one outside corner, called strike, and we are underway at top of the third inning, 0-1 count.
I wouldn't be shocked if the Packers want more to go, maybe 4 or 5.
That one lined left side and through for a base hit. So for the third straight inning, the Rogues have a leadoff single. We'll see if they can make anything of it here as Shabastari reaches first safely. So that'll bring up Travis Finney now, the second baseman, right-handed bat to face the lefty Moore. Moore comes set. Kicks and deals. Squaring to bunt there is Finney, but he'll pull away 1-0.
Yeah, Finney, as I mentioned, from Australia. We've seen a lot of Australian teams along the Pacific Coast this week. We had a tournament up in Humboldt where we saw a team from Melbourne come in.
That one cut on and missed. Didn't square to bunt that time. Ball and a strike now to Finney.
Especially after the success of Travis Bazana and just a crazy hype of Australian baseball following the WBC. We're seeing a lot of Australians get more into baseball.
The 1-1 from Moore, that one fouled away. Bazana, the first overall pick. Certainly a big part in that. Feels like all sports just grow exponentially on a global stage, and all the leagues are making an effort to expand. The 1-2 from Moore, slash foul to the Steindorf Barnes now. And we will stay 1-2. You look at the NFL, the MLB, all the above, trying to play games outside of the United States. NFL going to Munich. A 1-2 in the dirt, gets stopped by Martinez as he'll hold Shabastari over there at first. You look at the MLB, they went to Mexico City this last year. Padres and D-backs. Maybe the PEL will go abroad one day. 2-2 now from Moore. That one inside, got him looking. Froze Finney on the inside corner, one away in the third.
This is huge again for Moore, just dialing things in here and being able to just come back from these opening inning singles that we're seeing here from the Rogues. They're showing a lot of fight early in these innings, and Moore's just gunning them down.
So top of the lineup now is Jonathan Walsh will step in. Singleton was caught stealing back in the top of the first. First pitch from Moore in the dirt. Martinez can't quite find it. Shabastari will stay put. As that one bounced off the head of Martinez behind the plate. Funky kick. Count now 1-0 to start off the at-bat to Walsh. Count 1-0. Moore checks to first. He'll pick back there. And there easily is Shabastari. Logan Macy awaits on deck. The shortstop's 0 for 1 on the day. Moore comes home. That one hit well. Left field slicing. It'll get foul. Well hit ball there from Walsh. Would have been down the line and a long run for Cannon Golden if it had stayed fair. So count now 1-1 after the long strike there from Moore. Fires home, check swing, called strike on the pitch. 1-2 now. Ball and 2 strikes now, 1 away only for the Rogues here. Walsh trying to get a hit with 2 strikes on him as he did in his first at bat. The 1-2, up and away. Count level, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Third hit of the game for the Rogues came from Shabastari. All 3 of them were the leadoff man in every inning. The 2-2, Moore fires home. That one hit over to third. Tough play for Campbell, throws to second. Lewis has it on to first. Oh my goodness. Bang, bang play over there at first. Safe is the call. It'll be a fielder's choice on a spectacular play from Cade Campbell. Certainly a close play. A good pick at first from Austin Ford on the throw from Brendan Lewis, and definitely a call that could have gone either way. So the fielder's choice will go 5-4. And now 2 away for Slatemore. Logan Macy steps in. First pitch just misses inside, 1-0. Walsh over at first, 6 stolen bases for him on the year. He's been caught stealing 3 times, so 6 for 9 mark when he tries to run. The 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls, no strikes now to Macy. Two away here for Moore, but 2 the count. Macy fouls that one away. 2-1 now. The 2-1 misses high. Now 3 balls and 1 strike. A hitter's count here for Macy. See if he has the green light with 2 away here. Trying to move a runner into scoring position for the first time this game for the Rogues. The 3-1 pitch, that one fouled away, a pitch that rode up and in. Now a full count here.
And Moore just continuously dominating here early on and being able to focus in with a runner on first.
Runner will be in motion here. 3-2, 2 away. Here comes Moore. That one fouled back. A good job by Macy to stay alive. Battling both ways here. We'll retry the 3-2 here. Slatemore has been efficient through this ball game so far. 46 pitches for him. 3-2. This one hit sharply over to Mansberry. He'll go on to first to retire the side. So another leadoff hit for the Rogues falls short. Third hit of the game. They have 1 hit, 1 left aboard. No runs across. We stay at 0-0. Bottom half of the third on its way. Bottom of the third now, it'll be Brendan Lewis to lead things off here. And I have Arizona State playing second base today. He'll face off against Tristan Ainsworth going into his third inning as well. He's only allowed one hit, which came last inning off the bat of J.C. Osorio, a guard. So it'll be Lewis, Watson, and Golden due up for the Packers. Ainsworth kicks and deals. First pitch outside corner for a strike, 0-1 to Lewis. Lewis batting .288 on the year, 13 extra base hits for him. That one hit over left side. Macy picks it up, long throw across the diamond on the money, one away.
And Pack have just not been able to do anything here against Ainsworth. They've really kind of relied on him making the mistakes, especially with the wind blowing in. You would think that this game would be a little bit better for the Packers, as the Rogues are one of the best teams in terms of getting players to hit balls on the ground. They're
Ainsworth comes set, fires home to Watson. That one skied into left field. Back goes Walsh all the way to the fence. Leaping effort, he makes the catch. Bit of trouble there for Jonathan Walsh, but he comes down with it. 2 quick outs to start the bottom of the third. So that'll bring up Cannon Golden with 2 away. Walked in his last plate appearance. Out of Ole Miss. He's played a lot of center field this year, but tonight playing in the left. First pitch at the knee is called strike, 0-1. No balls and a strike to Golden. Ainsworth comes set, fires home. That one inside on the hands, ball and a strike. Still waiting for our first run of the game here at Rec Park. 4 combined hits through 2.5 innings between these two teams. Ainsworth, the 1-1. That one downstairs, 2 balls and a strike to Golden.
This is a true 1v2 game. I mean, you think about it, when it was Crabs, Packers kind of always controlled that game. And I mean, Rogues always controlled that game. So this game, it's still up in arms, and we'll see who strikes first.
That one shot back up the middle. Tough play for Macy. He can't handle it. Skips away from him. That one might have caught off the second base bag. It'll be a 2-out error as Cannon Golden will reach. We'll see what the ruling is.
I think that's a single. I mean, there is not really much you could do there if you're Macy.
Going to be ruled a 2-out single. Would have been a close play even if he had fielded it cleanly, and that pressure and the speed of Cannon Golden might have been what put it over. So now it's Kate Campbell at the dish. First pitch, big swing and a miss there, 0-1.
I mean, the wind blowing so aggressively in from left field is really helping out the Rogues, because a guy like Campbell, he's looking to swing and elevate the ball. The Packers have done that so much this year, just swing, elevate the ball. Campbell, Martinez, and Kelly, all guys, they're going to do that, and the wind's just going to knock it down.
Golden on the move here. This one popped into foul territory over his Flores, but that one will get out of play. 0-2 now for Campbell.
The Rogues are one of 2 teams this year where their pitching staff has been able to get more ground outs than flyouts, and that is very rare in the PEL and something that's going to play well for them here. If the Packers are able to barrel some balls on the ground, they could put together some doubles, triples, maybe get some runs in here early.
The 0-2, Ainsworth fires. That breaking ball fouled away again as Campbell will just stay alive. We'll retry the 0-2. 2 away here. Ainsworth trying to get out of it. Giving up just 2 hits so far. Both came in the second and third innings. J.C. Osorio guarding Kenan Golden, who's off first now. Ran 2 pitches ago. We'll see if he goes here. The 0-2. Kenan Golden stays put. That one upstairs, 1-2. So ball and 2 strikes now to Cade Campbell. Ainsworth set, gets his sign. Here he comes. That one low and away. Campbell leaves it there. Close pitch. Right at the bottom of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Maybe a little too close to take with 2 strikes there. Ainsworth now the 2-2 to Campbell. I want upstairs as well. Cal moves to full. Good at bat here from the Cal Golden Bear. Talking about this last night, but Cade Campbell might have the best plate discipline on this team. Never takes a bad at bat. Golden on the move. That one fouled away over to the Packer dugout. Lerma will pick it up and hold on to it.
Golden took off before Ainsworth even started his windup there.
3-2. You know the runner is going to be moving. It's just weighing whether you would rather go after Golden if he's going to go that early or try and get Campbell at the plate.
A single down the line here could do a lot of damage.
That one upstairs. Campbell will walk on a good at bat. So a 2-out walk puts runners on first and second. As Trey Martinez will take his cuts. So a fresh slate here for Martinez. 2 out runners on first and second. That one gets all the way to the backstop as that one got away from Ainsworth there. Both runners move up. That takes away the force at every base.
Yeah, and that's a tough one here with Martinez, the cleanup hitter, up to the plate. Rogues have been in this situation quite a few times before against the Packers, and they've been able to get out of it. It's just a matter of, can they do it again right here? In this situation, they got to play to the flyout. They cannot play to the ground out. Anything on the ground here at Rec Park can be a question mark.
So 2 in scoring position after the wild pitch. That one hit well into the left center gap. Back on his horses, Sato. He won't get there. Golden across the score. Here comes Campbell. He'll step on home. And a 2-out, 2-run double for Trey Martinez opens the score.
That's huge for the Pack. They needed that. They need to score first in this game, really set the tone. And, I mean, nothing better for the Packers to have Martinez double there with 2 outs. A lot of their scoring last week was done with 2 outs. They're in a very good spot.
The team just seems to be built on 2-out rallies. We'll see if Zane Kelly can keep it going here. First pitch from Ainsworth off the plate. 1-0 now to Kelly. One and 0. Ainsworth checks to second. Here he comes. That one a breaking ball. Loops in there for a strike. A ball and a strike now to Kelly. Played his ball at San Diego State last year. That one way above the zone underneath it goes Kelly. 1-2.
Yeah, discipline is really needed here for Kelly. As you mentioned, Easton was working on it in the cages before the game.
Ball in 2 strikes. Ainsworth trying to do some damage control here with Martinez off a second. That one way outside. Count level 2-2. Martinez not the fastest Packer, but base hit could score him here from Kelly. JC Osorio guard awaits on deck. The 2-2 inside, now a full count again. It's been 2 hits and a walk that's got it done so far for the Packers. Now a big spot with a full count here for Zane Kelly to bring up one of, if not the best hitters in the entire PEL. Ainsworth set. Here's the payoff pitch. Swing and a miss. Ainsworth blew it past him. Kelly goes down on strikes, but the Packers strike first. 2 hits for them, a 2 RBI double from Trey Martinez. They do strand 1, 2-0 the score. We'll head to the top of the 4th. Top of the 4th inning, Rogues looking for a response. It's Slade Moore back on the mound for his 4th inning of work. First pitch of the 4th is outside. Kian Sanchez at the plate. Sanchez struck out looking back in the 1st. 3 hits aside, 2-0. Packers lead it as that one's called a strike. It looked a little high. It was a little high. One 0 the count now. Moore kicks and deals. That one tapped foul at the plate. Ball in 2 strikes now to Sanchez. Moore, the lefty, done a great job so far tonight. 3 hits, all of them singles. Now 1-2 to Sanchez. That one slashed foul. He'll stay alive. Three strikeouts so far for Slade Moore. No walks on the day. The 1-2. That one golfed into left field. In on it is Golden, who will make the catch for the first out.
First time the Rogues haven't let off with a single there, so good start here for Moore, especially if the Packers want some longevity out of him.
So that'll bring up another righty in Chris Ortiz, the catcher. He singled to lead off the second. 6 foot, 205 pounds, Stanislaus State University. Kind of a tongue twister, Hugo. That one drops in there for a strike.
That's another one of those California. You kind of have to be a California native to be able to pronounce that. Stanislaus State University. A lot of interesting state universities in California.
Pronouncing it, I think it's just like, as that one belted into left center field. Back goes Golden. He has a beat on it now. Actually, that'll be Rex Watson, who comes in to make the catch in shallow left center field for the second out.
Yeah, right now Moore is sitting around 60 pitches, so definitely I think if Flores, if he's able to down Flores here, I think this is the last last few pitches of his outing, but he's been stellar today. 3 2/3, no earned runs, 3 strikeouts, no walks.
First pitch, down 1-0. Stanislaus State, it's not even that, like, looking at it, I would know how to pronounce it, right? But it's more so just actually getting it to come off of your tongue. Like, it doesn't really roll off the tongue super easily. A 1-0, a check swing foul ball into the bleachers. Ball on a strike now to Chance Flores. Flores flew out to center field. A lot of action so far in this one for Rex Watson. That one hit over, tough play for Mansberry. Jump throw all the way across. Not in time. Just unable to get it there. Will be an infield single for Chance Flores. And a 2-out single bringing up Ethan Sato. So close to being so good for Matthew Mansberry at short. 4th hit of the game for the Rogues. Now they'll look to make something of it, as the Packers did with 2 outs. Moore checks to first. This one comes home. And fouled straight back. 0-1. No balls in the strike. Moore, that one hit down the third base side by Sato. 0-2 count now. So no balls and 2 strikes. Moore fires. Slashed foul again.
Yeah, the 2-out single here for Sato is huge because he's one of their best players. I know he struck out in the first inning, but he's got to find a way to get on base here.
The 0-2, that one all the way to the backstop as it got away from Moore. Advancing to second is Flores on the wild pitch. So now with 2 outs, a runner in scoring position and a chance for the Rogues to cut this lead in half.
They've been doing a great job this year of responding, and they responded to the Packers multiple times up in Medford. They did in game 1. Couldn't do it in game 2 because they didn't score any runs. But game 3, they were on it until about the 5th inning, and then the Packers pretty much controlled the game the rest of the way. They've done a great job.
1-2 into the left-handed batter's box outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. And good at bat here from Sato. Moore, the 2-2. That one foul tip caught behind the plate by Martinez for the 3rd out. So Slade Moore keeps cruising on the mound. He strands a runner on second. 1 hit, nothing across, no errors, and 1 hit for the Rogues. On to the 5th we go. Bottom of the 4th inning now. Packers looking to add on a little extra new pitcher. Just kidding, not a new pitcher. JC Osario leading things off here. Led off the 2nd inning with a single. Trying to replicate that here in the 4th. Haven't won in the dirt, 1-0. Want to know the count. Ainsworth fires home. That one hit well into left center field. Back goes Sado. Will be the left fielder, Jonathan Walsh, who makes the catch. Another well hit ball knocked down by the wind. Tough day for the long ball out here, because that'll bring in Matthew Austinfort. Grounded into a double play in his first at bat. Played his ball at Michigan. Started at Vanderbilt for his freshman year, where he was the #1 first baseman in the country out of high school. Went to NC State and finally landed at Michigan, where he will be heading back next year. First pitch strike for Ainsworth, 0-1.
Yeah, Packers need to really just pack on this lead. If they can keep it rolling here, they need to get as much extension as possible.
That one misses low. 1-1 now the count. Ainsworth comes set. Here's the 1-1. That one in the dirt as well. 2-1 now to Austinfort. Ainsworth, big righty, stands at 6'7". Out of Delta College from Gilroy, California. Weighing in at 200 pounds, lengthy right-handed arm. That one upstairs. 3-1 now. Time is called. Ainsworth circles around on the mound. He might be in a little discomfort, or maybe just frustrated. Seems to be kicking the dirt on the mound. Maybe some problems with the landing spot. Everyone now having their turn to kick the dirt. Using his right foot. Now his left foot, swiping it. And off the mound everyone goes. It's a big couple extra pitches for Ainsworth to settle back in. He appears good to go. Count will be 3-1 now to Austinfort as we are now back and set, ready to go here. One away here, 3-1. That one inside almost got Austinfort. They'll reach via walk regardless. That'll bring up Matthew Mansberry.
I mean, the double was a little bit of a little blip in the reputation in the nightly resume of Ainsworth, but I think if the Packers can add on, they'll get Ainsworth out of the game a little bit earlier than expected for the Rogues, and that's going to cause some trouble for this pitching staff because 7-game road streak, they're looking to try to preserve arms.
That one hit third base side off the bag. That's fair. On his way to third is Austinfort. Looking for two is Mansberry. Austinfort gets the double stop sign over at third. And a one-out double for Mansberry, 2 in scoring position now. Kind of a dinky little hit that just skipped off the bag and kicked forward into left field. A long run there for Walsh. But got the job done nonetheless. Now a big spot here for Brendan Lewis. Looks like we're going to have a new pitcher entering this game as well.
That's a tough one for the Rogues. See what they're going to do here. Looks like the new arm coming into the game. And Lorenzo Liu, 5'7", right-hander at a Folsom Lake College.
So the final line for Ainsworth, 3.1 innings pitched. For its runs allowed is still an open book with the runners on second and third, 3 walks and 1 strikeout. A good outing for him, but starting to crack a little at the end. Big spot for Brendan Lewis when we're back after a quick break. So runners on second and third for Brendan Lewis. Austin Fort off of third, Mansbury off of second. Lewis 0 for 1 on the day. He'll be facing Lorenzo Liu, who is a whole foot shorter than Tristan Ainsworth, who was just on the mound. So definitely a different release point for these Packer hitters. Going from a 6'7" pitcher to a 5'7" pitcher. Quite the change. Infield in on the grass here with 1 away. Outfield playing a little shallow as well. Lewis will step out, take his time. Now Liu comes set. First pitch to Lewis, up and away, 1-0. Lewisy, speedy right-handed bat. 1-0 in the dirt. Good stop from behind the plate by Ortiz there. 2-0 count to Lewis. Liu out of Delta College. Played in 9 games last year. Went to Lodi High School. Now time called, maybe some confusion in the signs here. Liu seems a little bit out of rhythm to start his performance here.
This is not what the Medford Rogues need. They do not need a big loss to start their road trip here. They need to keep momentum on their side and conserve right here.
The 1-0, that one away, excuse me, the 2-0. So now count 3 balls, no strikes to Lewis. Lorenzo Liu, 12.1 innings pitched this year, a 2.92 ERA. Not responsible for either run on base though, the 3-0. That one, fastball catches nothing. That missed by about 2 feet. Our call it strike, 3-1 the count. That one in the dirt for ball 4, so Lewis draws the walk regardless. Now the bases are loaded, 1 out for the top of the lineup here as Rex Watson will try and make a big swing of the bat here.
Well, the bottom of the order has mashed as expected. Question is, what can Watson do right here? And honestly, Packers, who have been a team that has had a high amount of sack flies, I think a sack fly would be huge here because it would just further extend this lead.
Wind's starting to blow more out to right field rather than in. Kind of swirling up there. First pitch on its way to Watson. He'll take that one down at the knees for a strike. The 0-1, that one in the dirt, stopped by Ortiz. He'll keep it close. Ball and a strike now. The 1-1 from Lou. That one skied into right field underneath it. Shabasteri who will make the catch. Here comes Austin Fort to the plate. Throw not cut off. Going to be close. Play at the plate. Not in time. A sac fly from Rex Watson. A bang play at the plate. Austin Fort comes across to score, and the Pack lead at 3-0.
Yeah, Austin Fort was in there under the tag pretty clearly. Great play. And, now runners on the corners with 2 outs. And that's what the Rogues, that's one of their better cases here. Just get the sac fly, try and roll through this.
So now 2 away, runners on the corners for Cannon Golden. The speedy Brendan Lewis over at first. We'll see if they put him into motion. Mansberry has some speed himself over at third. See if there's any trickery here. Lou will step off. Now pick back over to first. Lewis in there easily.
Yeah, you can see Lewis taking off right here. Try and get Ortiz to throw down, bring home another run. 4 runs really would be a huge cushion for the Pack. It was a cushion in game 2 of the series.
That one flared into right field. Long run for Shabasteri. It'll drop in. Mansberry scores. Lewis digging for third. Throw in there is not in time as he slides into third safely on a close play. A 2-out RBI single from Cannon Golden, and there's your 4th run, Hugo.
Yeah, that's what you needed right there. Golden, just thin part of the bat, is able to poke it out into right field. It drops in between the second baseman and right fielder. Great play.
Third baseman, Kyan Sanchez, was incensed with the call over at third. Thought Lewis was out by a good bit. Tough to tell. I mean, Lewis slid in there.
I thought he was safe by a good bit.
Tough to tell with all the dust that was kicked up by him sliding. Couldn't really see it from my angle. Again, runners on the corners, 2 out this time for Cade Campbell as he swings and misses at a strike.
It was similar to that play at the plate where, a very bang play, but Lewis was able to just get in under the tag, much like Austin Fort. Stellar work there.
0-1 to Campbell. That one in the dirt. Lewis will hold up at third. Almost jumped the gun there and came for the plate. Both runners will stay put. Ball and a strike now to Campbell. 0 for 0 on the day, a pair of walks. Walk here would load up the bases for Trey Martinez, who has 2 RBIs in this one. 1-1. Fanned on by Campbell. 1-2. Campbell, known as Soup on the team. A nod rather, to his nickname, Campbell's Soup. Cade Campbell. The 1-2, runner goes, that one in the dirt. Here comes Lewis for the plate. Diving effort, is he in there? Yes, he is! Ortiz can't believe it. Brendan Lewis showing off the wheels, unhooked the trailer on that one. 5-0 the score.
Here comes Kevin Olmstead. He's not happy with that one. I don't know about that one.
Certainly a close one at the plate. So tough to tell from up here. I got to be honest, Hugo. I have no idea. Olmstead in his second year with the Rogues. He'll head back to the dugout. Packers grow their lead to 5. 3 this inning already. A 2-2 count now to Campbell. Golden still in striking distance after the stolen base. As he leads off a second.
Yeah, absolute disaster scenario here for the Rogues, and Campbell could continue it with a nice double off the wall, something he's really good at doing with 2 down.
The 2-2 tapped foul at the plate off the front foot of Campbell. Count will remain level. We'll do it again. Two away. The deuces to Cade Campbell. That one to the backstop as well. Golden will advance 90 feet easily. And now even closer than he was before with 2 away here, and a full count for Campbell.
Lou, he was, I believe, in this situation last year as a part of a BACL team. Now with the Rogues, 3-2 count here. I think he's just feeling the pressure in a 5-0 game.
2 walks already this inning. Only one of them. As that one hit high in the air to left field. I was going to say only one of them by Lou. Walsh has a beat on this one, and he'll grab it for the 3rd out. So a good inning for the Pack. They drive across 3 runs, a sac fly from Rex Watson, an RBI single from Cannon Golden, and Brandon Lewis comes around on a wild pitch. 2 hits, 3 across, 1 stranded for the Pack. On to the 5th we go.
Welcome back here. Top of the 5th inning. Ethan Swenson due up here for the Rogues, and they have some work to do. 5-0 ball game here in Healdsburg after 4. Pack have just layered it on here. Swenson, the big 6'7" bat, will usher in the bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9. The Rogues will go against the new pitcher, Simon Lemke. Slade Moore goes 4 innings, 4 hits, no runs, no walks, 4 strikeouts. He's in line for the win. Lemke, the first offering, is off the outside part of the plate, 1-0.
Lemke has been one of the best mid-relievers for the Packers this year. Is that funky sidearm released. He's looked really solid out there. He's been tough to hit for teams.
The pitch. This one is swung on in line down the first base line, but foul out of play. Swenson flew out to right field his last time up. He carries a lot of power. 1-1 now.
Lemke with a .87 ERA in 10 innings pitched.
The pitch on the way. Breaking ball, big swing and a miss. So quickly a 1-2 count here to Swenson. The Rogues, they definitely need to rally or have some form of response right here. The 1-2. Swing, and this one's fouled back. Count stays at 1-2.
Lemke's stuff just so hard to pick up on. Stays in the tunnel for so long with his release point out at his shoulder.
The 1-2 offering from the Aztecs. Swung on and hit down the first base side, but foul. Lemke, another one of these San Diego State guys on the team. Last year, Packers had Alec Ballards, who it likely will go in next year's draft. Has been stellar for San Diego State. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball swung on in line. Deep center field. Back on it is Watson. He ranges towards the wall and makes the catch. That's right. Lemke recently transferred to Wichita State. Was at San Diego State last year. Still wearing all of his San Diego State stuff. As Max Shabasteri will come to the plate. Lemke kicks and fires. That one's right down Broadway. 0-1 here to Shabasteri. Shabasteri singled to lead off the third inning. Since then, the Rogues have been held to only one hit. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in there for a called strike. 0-2 now. Lemke just so filthy.
Just hammering the zone, too.
0-2 from Lemke. Swung on and popped up in on the infield, coming in towards foul territory is Ossenfort. He will range in and make the catch. So now Travis Finney will come to the plate. Means the top of the sixth inning will be led off with the top of the order for the Rogues, and they'll be looking to refresh their minds with maybe some runs. Don't know if they'll be able to see it, though. Packers have just been so locked down, very similar to their Game 2 up in Medford just a few weeks ago. The pitch is a breaking ball swung on and popped up into right center field. In on it is Kelly. He will make the catch. 3 up, 3 down for the first time tonight. Go the Rogues. We'll head to the bottom of the fifth as the Pack will look to layer on. Welcome back. Trey Martinez will usher in the power alley for the Packers as he leads off the bottom of the 5th inning. Packers score 5 runs across the past 2 innings, looking to add on here. It'll be Martinez, Kelly, and Osario Agard. Martinez got scoring started in the 3rd with a 2-run double. Here's the first offering. He swings on this one and fouls it. Popped up down the first base side and out of play. 1 for 2 in the ball game. Facing Lorenzo Liu. Liu came in relief last inning for Tristan Ainsworth. Scoreboard update. Potters lead the Mudcats in the top of the 8th, 23-3. And Vacaville, the 0-1, skips in the dirt, 1-1.
And not the closest game ever.
Not at all. Potters really looking to rally here. They know that this series for the Rogues and the Packers is huge because the Potters, if one team sweeps, could climb back into 2nd place with 2 wins. The 0-1 swung on and grounded over to short, picked up there by Macy. Throw to first is in time, 1 down.
Yeah, 2, 3, 4 spots in the standings are kind of up for grabs still here. It's in a spot where the Rogues are 3 games back still of the Packers, and the Potters and Crabs are both tied, but are right on the heels of the Rogues as well. And it feels like this season and who is playing in the championship is going to come right down to that very last game.
Here's the pitch from Liu to Zane Kelly. It's inside, 1-0. Yeah, Packers currently 16-4 in conference play. The Rogues are, as you mentioned, a game and a half ahead of the Potters and Crabs. The pitch, that one is in there at the bottom of the zone. Called strike, 1-1. Crabs and Potters, they don't play now for the rest of the season, but they will play the Rogues in a couple stints. 1-1, the pitch. That one's in there inside, 2-1.
And the Potters have played the most competitive baseball against the Packers so far this year. That game that went to extra, it's been close games every time.
Here's the pitch in there for a called strike, 2-2 now. Yeah, Rogues currently, they'll play on Friday and Saturday in Lincoln, in what should be a huge series. 2-2 on the way. That one skips in the dirt, 3-2. They get 5 games this season against the Potters, Packers, and Crabs. Currently lead both the Crabs and Potters series after sweeps. The 3-2, breaking ball, big swing and a miss. And Kelly goes down. His bat was way out front there. As now JC Osario Agard will come up. So Potters will play the Prune Packers twice next week. In a week they'll be here, and then next Wednesday Packers will travel to McBean for what should be a 2-game set of glory. The pitch is big swing and a miss, 0-1. But yeah, as you mentioned, Easton, final game, Rogues will play against the Crabs in a 3-game series in Humboldt. The 1-0 is swung on and crushed. Deep left field. Back on it is Walsh. He'll range at the track and make the catch. And the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for the first time in the ballgame. The Packers go. Nothing doing in the 5th inning for either team. We head to the 6th. Welcome back here. Top of the 6th inning. Packers currently lead it 5-0. Both teams held to 3 up, 3 down innings for the first time in the ball game. Lemke into his 2nd inning of relief. The pitch, and that one is outside, 1-0. Top of the order here for the Rogues. It's Walsh, Macy, and Sanchez. Walsh enters. He is 1 for 2. Was caught stealing back in the first after he singled. The 1-0 here from Lemke. He shows bunt, pulls it back, but it's right down the middle, 1-1. Lemke joining Wichita State in Kansas, site of the Collegiate Summer Baseball World Series. The 1-1 is again right down Broadway, strike 2. 0-2 quickly here. 1-2 rather. The pitch, breaking ball just outside. 2-2 now, count moves even. Rogues, if they want to come back, time would be now. Been struggling in this game, blanked so far. The 2-2. That one's just a bit outside, 3-2 now. The Shockers were 31-29 last year in 60 games played. The 3-2 on the way is swung on and hit the other way and snagged. Matthew Austinfort lays out and makes the play. Oh my goodness, what a play there by Matthew Austinfort.
They call it the hot corner for a reason, Hugo.
That was great. As now it'll be Logan Macy here with 1 down. 5-0 lead here in the top of the 6th for the Pack. The pitch from Lemke. Breaking ball swung on and belted. Deep left field. Is it fair? It is foul. If it was fair, that would have been long gone. Wichita State team made an unlikely run in the American Athletic Conference Championship. The 0-1 is a breaking ball outside, 1-1. And all the way to the semifinal elimination game and lost to the 2-seed East Carolina. Another AAC baseball powerhouse. 1-1 here on the way. That one's in there on the outside part of the plate. And Macy can't believe it. Our TrackMan survey says no. Unfortunately, this umpire would have failed on Family Feud. He's past his 3 X's. 1-2 on the way. Is upstairs, 2-2. Little shocked that wasn't called a strike. Lemke kicks and fires. A high fastball swung on and fouled straight back. And the Shockers really closed out the regular season on a bit of a skid. Lost a ton of games in the back half. They were able to recover a bit, but really couldn't complete it. Here's the pitch, breaking ball, and a Javi Baez reaching, swing and a miss. Ushers Logan Macy back to the dugout. That was about 10 feet off the plate, and he chased just a gyro slider there from Simon Lemke. And now here comes Kyan Sanchez. Sanchez is 0 for 2 with a strikeout in the first. Here's the pitch from Lemke, and he starts him off strong. High fastball there for a called strike. Again, another one that the survey says no. Oh, 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball is in there at the knees, 0-2. So now with 2 down and 0-2 count, Lemke looking to retire 6 straight here for the Packers. He deals. Swing, and this one's lined up the middle, coming in on it, and making the catch is Rex Watson. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Rogues. We will head to the bottom of the 6th, 5-0 Packer lead. Welcome back here. 7, 8, 9 due up for the Pack, and Austin, Fort, Mansbury, and Lewis. Pack lead at 5-0 here in the bottom of the 6th. Lorenzo Liu into his 3rd inning of relief was able to down the Packers in order in the bottom of the 5th, the first time it's happened so far. Liu, the pitch. Fastball is laced into right field. It'll get down for a base hit, and Matthew Austinfort with a single to lead things off.
First pitch swinging there, and a good swing at that. Pulled the ball in the air, and when Austinfort does that, always has success.
And a great swing there from Matthew Austinfort. And here comes Matthew Mansbury. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball is in there at the knees for a called strike. 0-1. Just seeing the comments. I don't know if you're still listening, Kathy, but we thank you for listening. Simon is doing a great job so far this summer. He's been incredible for the Packers and a huge part of this team. Brandon Lewis waits on deck. Hope his grandparents are still listening as well. 0-1, the pitch to Mansbury, swung on and popped up into right field. Coming in on it, it's going to be a tough play, and it is caught! Oh my goodness, Travis Finney reaches out to make the play, running all the way over to the line from second base, and he makes the play.
Yeah, that's in trouble grounds there, where it's tough to get there either as the second baseman or the right fielder, but a lot of range there from Finney. He's got some wheels on him, and unbelievable catch to save what would have been a bloop single.
And one of the only Division I guys on this Medford team. Here's the pitch to Lewis. This one's mashed into left field. Over on it is Walsh. He'll make the play for out number 2. And here comes Rex Watson. So Watson in the top of the order. The Funky Monkey will come to the plate.
Brass Monkey, a song by the Beastie Boys that is inspired by a mixed beverage called a Brass Monkey.
Didn't know that. Here's the pitch, and that one's inside and at the ankles of Watson for a 1-0 count.
Would have been a good fact to pull out for 80s night.
Yeah, it would have been a great fact to pull out. So 1-0 count here to Watson, runner on first. The pitch is swung on and lashed down the first base side, but foul.
I like how in the last 3 batted balls you went laced, mashed, and lashed. And it was like kind of like you just like mushed them together, and like lashed is a word and it works, but like I noticed that and I thought it was funny.
You just create, that's one of the things that, great things you can do in broadcasting is just create words.
Those are all words.
Those are all words, but you can mix them and make them whatever you want them to be.
You can add them together. You can subtract them. Let's see what
You can even divide them.
What word does Hugo use next? Only way to find out is to keep watching.
2-1 is in the dirt, 3-1. Yeah, Lou looking distracted out there. Almost like he's walking down the street and catches someone with a bad haircut. 3-1 with 2 down. The pitch swung on and driven deep right field, over on it, and making the catch is Max Chavestare. And we'll be right back. Packers lead off with a single, but not much else to do. 5-0 when we return.
Chris Ortiz leads things off here, top of the 7th, as this game is just flying by so far tonight. Paul Grossman now on the mound for the Packers out of USC. New addition to the team. That one cut on and missed. 9 innings pitch. He started a couple days ago, yet to allow a run. With one more inning under his belt, he would become just the second Packer to throw 10 innings and not allow a run. First one would be Chandler Day, who is no longer with the team. And that one is hit high and deep to left field. Is it fair or is it foul? It is foul. So a long strike there for Grossman. That would have been a bad look for me, Hugo.
Well, Ortiz is just mashing the ball recently, and it's good to see for him and for the Rogues.
It's 5-0. Why does it say that there's no runs in the innings?
0-2 the count now for Grossman. Fires home, cut on and miss, strike 3. Welcome to the game, Paul Grossman, a foul ball home run and then a strikeout, one away.
Well, you know what they say about foul ball home runs.
It's a strikeout most of the time.
Yeah, and I think Grossman, he's playing for a little bit more tonight. He's playing, you know, I don't know if he's playing for his coaches back at USC or if he's playing for the community of Healdsburg. Just can't put my finger on it.
Grossman fires home. That one hit to the left side. Campbell will pick it up. Oh, that one eats up. Throw to first anyways. Is it in time? Yes, sir. Great job by Cade Campbell to stay with that one. Second out of the inning, 2 away for Grossman. One more out. Grossman would get to 10 innings on the year. No runs allowed. The only player on the team currently who is active with an ERA less than 1 and over 10 innings pitch is Simon Lemke, who came into this game earlier. He's gone 10.1 innings, and then after today, he's gone 12.1 innings without allowing a run. Grossman fires home. That one skips in the dirt, 1-0. Evan Saito at the plate. The 1-0 from Grossman. That one straight up in the air to shallow right field. 3 bodies over on it. Lewis Kelly will be the one to make the catch. Almost a bit of a miscommunication there, but a quick inning for Paul Grossman. 4 pitches, 3 outs for Grossman. He goes 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 7th. We will have a bit of a stretch here at the ballpark, and we will be back with the action in just a moment.
All right.
Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back. Let me root for the Packers. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes are out in the old ball game.
Healdsburg Community Band.
New pitcher on the mound for the Rogues, bottom of the 7th inning. Will Salahar takes over on the bump. Left-handed arm out of Scottsdale Community College in Anthem, Arizona. Scottsdale Community College is in Scottsdale. Salahar's from Anthem. First pitch from him in the dirt. Cannon Golden at the plate. He's 2 for 2 on the night. Final lines for Lorenzo Liu. 2.2 innings pitched, 2 hits allowed, 1 run, which was earned. Walked 1, struck out 1. That breaking ball in there for a strike. Ball and a strike now to Golden.
Well, this is what the Rogues need here. They need someone who's going to show up here and be able to pitch through these innings.
That one lined right back up the middle. Tough play off the glove of Macy. Into center field it goes. 3 hits tonight for Cannon Golden. 3 for 3, and he is swinging it.
Yeah, all with that RBI as well. He's been on a roll so far. I think a little bit more confidence being in, he's now going to be an everyday outfielder, almost everyday outfielder for the Pack. And he's a unique case alongside Rex Watson. And a lot of these Packers they're some of the guys playing summer ball that don't have to worry about the portal. They can just play ball and be happy about what they get to do. Only problem is with the recent draft, a lot of high school kids and some college kids are even getting cut when they show up to campus in the fall.
It's now Cade Campbell at the plate as he fouls that one away. 0 for 1 on the day, 2 walks and a fly out. Golden has speed over at first, already has a stolen base tonight. Let's see if he goes for a second. Oh, 1 the count. Salahar fires that one in the dirt. Ball and a strike now. So the 1-1 now. Salahar comes set, checks over to first where Golden occupies, and now comes home. That one skips in the dirt. Good stop by Ortiz. 2 balls and a strike now to Campbell. Two one, the pitch. Line to right field, tough play for Shabasteri, but he'll make the grab. Now throw back to first, and a head first slide is Golden, but he's safe. Just beats the throw back, almost got caught sleeping there on a line drive from Campbell. It'll just go for 1 out in the first one of the inning.
I will say great throwback there by Shabasteri. That was good to see. I almost got Golden. I thought he might have gotten him there, but
so that'll bring up Trey Martinez. 1 for 3, bounced out, flew out, but back in the third at a 2 RBI double, which represents the 2 winning runs at the moment. Quick mound visit for Ortiz as goes up and has a word with Salahar, his pitcher. On deck, still Zane Kelly, the right fielder. Into the bottom of the 7th. Runner goes, Golden on the move, throw down from Ortiz is way wide. Second stolen base of the game from Cannon Golden.
he's up to 11 now on the year. That's great for Golden. He cracks 10 now, and that should move him just a bit closer to the stolen base leaders. The man to catch should be Quinn Marlborough. He's got 13.
That's 5th in the league. Evan Sato from Medford has 24, leads the league. He's out in center field right now. I believe with that, Golden leads the Packers now as well. As that one caught on and missed, it looked like, Martinez got a piece of it.
He does lead the Packers, and well, we've got a final here. Lincoln Potters 23-7 beat out the Solano Mudcats, and the Kings and Crabs are duking it out right here ahead of a doubleheader tomorrow. Nothing after 3 there. It's a close game. Really good to see here for the Kings, just battling against the Crabs. They need some big wins if they want any shot at making the playoffs.
The 0-2 now to Martinez. That one hit left side over to Macy. Macy on to first in time, 2 away.
Great job staring Golden back there, limiting here. I mean, the Rogues are a team that are kind of like the Mudcats. They can have late game explosions. We saw it in game 1 against the Packers, albeit the Packers pitching staff has been so dominant today. And I mean, we've had some wild games in the PEL as of late. Tomorrow the Potters will host Solano. And of course, Kings have a 5:30 game and then a 7:30 game up in Humboldt. So doubleheader there.
So Kelly now steps in with 2 away and a runner in scoring position. Salhar fires home first pitch in there for a strike. On 1 to count to Kelly. That one hit sharply down the first base side, but foul 0-2 quickly. So 0-2 now. Salhar trying to get out of it. No damage done here. Golden off of second. Has speed. Base hit would score him likely. Checks to second. Here's the 0-2. In the dirt. Ortiz keeps it close. 1-2. Ball and 2 strikes. Zane Kelly, the right fielder, 0 for 3 on the day with a pair of strikeouts. Salhar comes set. The 1-2. Swing and a miss. Got him to chase. 3rd strikeout of the day for Zane Kelly. The Packers strand the runner on second. 1 hit, no runs, 1 left on base, no errors from the Rogues as well. Score remains 5-0 as we'll turn over to the 8th. New pitcher on the mound again for the Packers as Michael Quedens will take over. Another guy who hasn't allowed a run yet this year. They'll face Ethan Swenson, Max Shabasteri, and Travis Finney. The 3 due up for the Rogues as they look to scratch across their first runs of the game. 4 hits this game all came in the first 4 innings. First pitch is upstairs. 1-0. Got 1 hit in each of the first 4 innings respectively and have been held hitless since. It's been 9 up, 9 down in the last 3 innings for the Pack. A 1-0. That one hit high in the air into foul territory. Long run for Austin Ford all the way to the bullpen. He just misses it. 1-2 now. 9 up, 9 down, going 3 up, 3 down in those innings. And that many consecutive innings, Hugo, isn't exactly something that's uncommon for the Packers this year.
Yeah, they've done a great job of just stringing along these clean, efficient innings from their pitching staff, and that's something that I think will really help them as we get into the latter half of the season here and get towards playoffs. So the Packers can really lock things down. It'll be tough.
The 1-1 fanned on, 1-2 now. Swenson, the designated hitter, has flown out twice in this one, behind in the count here. Ball and 2 strikes. Quedens fires home. That one at the knees. Got him looking. Quedens puts down Swenson on strikes. 1 away here in the top of the 8th inning.
I will say I love Quedens, just the way that he approaches every outing. He's a local guy. He's from out in Lodi, went to St. Mary's, and him and Cade Campbell have that Central Valley bond, and it was really funny.
First pitch. That one just high.
It was really funny asking the players to name these California towns because Lodi was one of them. We got a lot of Lodies and Lotties, but only one person could get it right.
That one in there for a strike. Ball and a strike now. I think Tommy Brown actually got it right. One of the few he did get right.
Yeah, very rare because a lot of them were Bay Area towns, and Tommy, in fact, is from Livermore. Would have had to make a lot of trips out there.
The 1-1 fouled straight back. 1-2 now. It was a tough showing for some people. I mean, Brandon Mann from Michigan makes sense. Wasn't expecting that performance in that video from Tommy Brown.
Yeah, or Raul. Raul definitely shocked me. I went to high school with Raul.
1-2 fouled straight back again.
Also, fun fact, Raul's dad, I believe it's his dad or his grandfather, started a trucking company from scratch and now has built it all the way up. So shout out Valdivia Trucking. But the Central Valley, that corridor there on I-5, which includes Lodi, is one of the biggest corridors in the nation for trucking. You would know what Lodi is. He eventually got it right, but he got it wrong the first time.
The 1-2 up top. 2 balls, 2 strikes now. Shabasteri, the man at the plate. The 2-2 on its way. That one inside corner, got him looking again.
There we go. I feel like, and I think J-Core could agree with this. It's kind of a canon event for a Bay Area travel ball player or a Bay Area just kids sports player in general to go out to either Manteca, Stockton, or Lathrop. That could have been another good one. At any point in their childhood, I played a few tournaments out in those areas.
First pitch from Quedens, fouled straight back. Camera stays alive. Might actually made it straighter.
Yeah. Some of the foul balls help.
So what do any of those places have to do with Lodi?
Well, they're just all in the Central Valley.
Yeah.
They're all in the agricultural corridor of...
The 0-1, that one hit over to third. Campbell will pick it up on to first. A good dig over there by Austin Ford. 3 up, 3 down for Michael Quedens. That is now 12 up, 12 down for the Packers across the last 4 innings. They'll have their last chance at the plate here in the bottom of the 8th inning to tack on some insurance. Pinch hitter at the plate. Michael Austinfort, we believe. Stepping into the game wearing number 9, Jake McCoy's number. First pitch is upstairs.
New number, new walk-up song, new identity.
New pitcher on the mound, too. 1-1 on its way. That one all the way to the backstop. Scratch that.
Same guy.
Same guy. I'm having a hard time reading the numbers of the Rogues. They got that thick font. I was reading 38 there, and it's 24.
I was reading 94, but yeah, I understand. I mean, weird fonts, weird coloring, too, the way that they gradient it.
This is Camden Sauce at the plate. New bat for the Packers.
Okay, looks very much similar, very similar to Michael Austinfort, I thought.
Played at Santa Clara University.
That makes a lot of sense with the shoes.
Finished up his junior year there. Transferred there from TCU. 2-0. On one outside.
Umpire was about to call that a strike. He stepped back to signal strike.
Count 2-1 now. On its way to Sauce. That one hit well into left center field. Back a long run for Sato. Can he get there? He will. But a good first at bat for Camden Sauce in Healdsburg is maybe on any other given day, that one's leaving the yard.
That would have been a huge ovation on his first swing.
Played a good amount at Santa Clara. TCU, he played 2 years there, played 14 games, started 5 over the 2 seasons. Wasn't particularly strong there. But got a good amount of action last year for the Broncos. First pitch now to Matthew Austinfort. See some new faces coming in at the end of this year.
Yeah, looking down at the dugout, I don't think Michael Austinfort rather is here right now. Hopefully he's still with the team. We'll see.
It's here at the end of last week. 1 outside, ball and a strike to his older brother Matthew.
Then again, J.C. Osario-Agard was not here for much of last week and then came back, so you never know.
Yeah, you really don't. 24 games played for Sauce at Santa Clara last year. 96 at-bats. He had 14 hits as that one popped straight foul. Was able to swing the long ball a little bit as well. Only had 2, but has some good pop.
Grant loves that opportunity.
Austinfort 1 for 2 on the day, single and a walk. Now a 1-2 count to him. That one cut on and missed. It's drop. He'll hustle down to first, but a good throw from Ortiz will put him away.
Now batting from University of Michigan, number 11, Matthew Mansberry.
So Mansberry now with 2 away. Last hope to try and put up some insurance runs here, up 5-0 for the Packers before we head to the top of the 9th. A little more on Sauce from Alpine, California. He's an infielder. 6'3", 200 pounds, Granite Hills High School. We'll try and get you guys familiar with him as quickly as possible. That one cut on and missed by Mansberry, as well as any other new faces that we might stumble across here at this awkward time with the draft just wrapping up.
Granite Hills, I know where that is. That's around the San Diego area. Great football team at that high school. They've been able to pull off some great upsets.
That one chopped foul by Mansberry.
We're talking about a Packer who was almost a Packer this year, instead now with the USA Collegiate National Team, Jet Kennedy. He went to Carlsbad High School, who had obviously Julian Sayin, one of the best quarterbacks in high school football in the past 10 years. Goes to Ohio State now. Julian Sayin in Carlsbad, undefeated in his senior year, going into the playoffs. First round, they play Granite Hills. And the weird thing about San Diego is everyone makes the playoffs down there. It's just based off strength of schedule. So if you have 0 wins, you can make the playoffs. Granite Hills was 3-8, made the playoffs, and beat Carlsbad at Carlsbad stunned the world.
1-2 misses high. 2-2 now.
They also ran all the way to the state championship, I believe, that year. So it just shows you how crazy San Diego high school football can be. I saw a team last year went 0-11 in the regular season, make it all the way to the state semifinal.
The 2-2. Jam shot right side. Tough play. It squeaks through for a base hit. And off the hands of Mansbury, but he makes it work. Runner aboard now for Brendan Lewis.
I'm excited to see what Lewis can do here. Packers have a lot of strong at-bats so far.
Alpine, California, town of 15,000 people. Just east of San Diego a little bit. More out in the mountain regions where Sauce is from. But now it's Brendan Lewis. Pick back over to first to Mansbury. They got him. A good move from Salahar on the mound. Puts away Mansbury, and that'll do it for the bottom of the 8th. So top of the 9th. Ahead of us here, we'll see who's brought in. It's going to be Brandon Mann to close things out here. Top of the 9th is ahead.
Welcome back here, top of the 9th inning, 5-0 lead here for the Pack as they look to close it out with the manimal, as Easton likes to say, Brandon Mann. Probably my favorite coined nickname so far this year, the Manimal. Packers looking to really dial things in. Quentin Olson will lead things off here for the Rogues as he pinch hits. Mann kicks and delivers. Top down breaking ball falls right into the top of the zone, 0-1. Julian Corey joins us on the color commentary side here as we get ready for the Packers to look to close this thing out and move to 17-4 in league play. The 0-1 on the way. That one's in there at the knees on the outside part of the plate, 1-2.
You know, I was just talking to Eli about this. I feel like Brandon Mann has to have one of the best walk-in songs in the league. It's Everybody by Logic, and in the song it says feeling like the man. I mean, it's a pretty good play on words there. If your last name is Mann and you're coming in to close out the game.
1-1 on the way. That one's in the dirt. Check swing. Did he go? No. Third base umpire says no. So 2-1 now. Packers had 5 runs in the 3rd and 4th, and since then have just been locked down. 2-1 on the way, and that one's away there, 3-1. They, for a point, retired. They are right now in a roll of retiring 12 batters consecutively. 2-1 on the way. Breaking ball falls right in there, and Trey Martinez was ready to throw it around the diamond. The umpire says no way.
Yeah, ball fully caught the zone according to TrackMan.
So now it's going to be 3-2. Maybe Martinez was just confused with the count. All right, well, here we go. The payoff pitch on the way. Breaking ball freezes Olsen. Strikeout. That's out number 1. 2 outs away now from moving 4 games clear of the Rogues. As Jaden Neugebauer will come to the plate. Neugebauer out of Chico State in the transfer portal. He's a bit of a Chico baseball legend. Was huge there at Chico High School and was great at Chico State this year. Here's the first offering from Mann. Goes right back to that breaking ball that falls right in there, 0-1. 0-1 here in the top of the 9th. 5-0 lead for the Pack. Brandon Mann, B-Man, the pitch. Swing and a miss. 0-2. Now, Mann. The pitch. Swing, and this one's grounded softly over to second. Picked up by Lewis. Throw to first is in time. 2 down.
That slider for Mann is so lethal. I mean, he can just use it in any count whenever he wants. I mean, on the first at-bat, sets it up with the fastball, gets the backdoor strikeout looking, and right there, I mean, almost like the hitters know it's coming. They still can't be on time for it. Gets a ground out and a quick 2 away.
Here we go. Now it is time for Kian Sanchez, the last hope here. The pitch, breaking ball is swung on and popped foul down the first base side, 0-1. Rogues would need a rally here with 2 down and a 5-0 deficit. Unlikely here as the Packers have just layered it on. 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 6 left on for the Packers as of right now. The 0-1 on the way from Mann. Allen skips in the dirt, 1-1. So 1-1 now. Mann sets up against Sanchez here. He's 0 for 3 in the ball game. The pitch, right in there, called strike, 1-2. Sanchez was already backing out of the zone by the time that pitch was thrown. 1-2 here. Here come the claps. Brandon Mann to give the Packers some cushion here. The Manimal comes set, kicks and delivers. Slider is just off the plate, 2-2.
It's a good take there at the plate. Wanted it, held back, shook his head, said no after. Good waste pitch by Mann as well.
Well, here we go. To retire 15 batters in a row to finish off the game and move the Packers 3 games up in first place. The pitch, breaking ball is swung on. Routine fly ball that's deep into center field. Over on it is Watson, called off by Kelly, who makes the catch, and that's the game. 3 up, 3 down. Well, rather 15 up, 15 down. Go the Rogues, and the Packers hold on for the win. 5-0 is your final. Prune Packers move to 27-5. 23-2 at home and 17-4 in conference play. The Rogues drop to 23-8 and 0-1 on the road. 10-5 now in conference play. They will drop now to 4 games back, and the Lincoln Potters will stay at 4.5 games back. West Coast Kings are firmly up on the Humboldt Crabs after a 6-run 4th inning. So we'll send it now to the post-game show. You can stay right here with Julian and I. Final totals on the game: no runs, 4 hits, no errors, 3 are left on for the Rogues. They've been blanked for the 2nd time this year by the Packers. Packers final totals: 5 runs, 8 hits, no errors, 6 left on base. Julian, your final thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you know, the final song that plays every night for the Packers. Every time they get a win in the column, all I do is win. And I mean, it feels like that in league play every time they're at home. It's unbelievable what they're able to do against competition that they need to beat in order to stay at the top and or compete for the top. When they've been down this year, they found a way to win. When they're up, they're able to hold it. And just this team is just firing on all cylinders. The chemistry is fully there. It looks like they're really playing for each other, and they have their mindset on one goal.
Yeah, and so, well, we'll see you tomorrow for Game 2 of this 2-game series as the Packers look for the sweep over the Rogues. That time will be 6 p.m. for a great game. Come right back here. Prune Packers game videos. The Packers move in to a bigger cushion in first place, and the magic number now becomes, I believe, 5 games for the Pack. If they win the next 5, they will firmly set themselves in the playoffs. Well, anyways, for Nolan Brenner, Easton Stockford, Julian Corey, and myself, Hugo Traverso, thank you all for joining us. Catch us tomorrow at 10 a.m. on KZST 100.1 FM, as we'll be on the radio tomorrow promoting tomorrow's game, which will be at 6 p.m. start time right here at Recreation Park. Come on down to the ballpark. The Packers only have 3 home games left this week, so come on down and catch some quality baseball before they head to Humboldt. Thank you all for joining us. 5-0, the Packers win.